Yeah, it's definitely different for me. I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast.
Did I witness a mistake or something? By revealing her plans for the upcoming season, Caitlin Clark has demonstrated that no enormous salary can influence her. She is not like some players who are all too eager to sell themselves for a few extra bucks or complain about their exorbitant rent. Fortunately, she is staying in America.
Did I see a misstep or something that I wouldn't want to show my daughter? Literally every step of the way, it's just like, watch her, watch how she plays, watch how she handles her business.
Rather, Clark is concentrating on living a productive life, spending her time with her boyfriend, visiting patients, and going to charity functions. She is also planning much more thoughtfully for the future, particularly in regards to handling the typical racist bullshit she has had to endure.
That's just basketball at the end of the day. No, that's never gonna change. I'm never gonna lose that. I feel like I'm getting hammered.
Since she is no longer allowing any of that to sap her energy, things are undoubtedly going to become interesting.
I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast. And then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team and kind of move on and put all that behind me and help this team, get back to the playoffs. So I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflect.
Since most elite athletes travel to Europe in the offseason in search of extra money and global fame, Caitlin Clark chose to take a break instead of chasing big bucks and shiny new experiences. The reason for this is that, in contrast to the typical rising star who jumps at the chance for more exposure and a fat paycheck, Clark is playing the game her way by putting her mental peace and well-being first. It means a lot for her to take a break from her hectic schedule and simply check in on all the babies here. What really makes this choice stand out is her loyalty to the US and the WNBA, as many athletes are swoon over Europe's benefits, including big money, cool new scenery, and, let's not forget, better food. Clark's choice to stay put is a huge statement. Instead of jumping on that plane, grabbing some extra cash, and stepping up her global fame game, she's choosing her nation, her league, and her people over the short-term gains. It seems like she's reaffirming her dedication to the long haul rather than just pursuing fleeting thrills.
What do we think we're going to see get added to her game here?
Look, the only thing that maybe Caitlin Clark can add is a little bit of bulk, right? A little bit of muscle. A lot of people tend to, work on their strength and, weightlifting regimen.
As she wrote on Instagram, "Thank you to the many people who have supported me as I've been able to live my childhood dream. As I think back on the past year of my life, I'm filled with gratitude." Let's not forget that Clark would have made it overseas, without a doubt. She could be relaxing in a European villa right now, sipping espresso and rolling in euros, but instead she's focusing on what really matters, her future. By staying put and prioritizing rest and recovery, she's not just getting her body ready for the upcoming season, she's demonstrating that she's in it for the long haul. It's that kind of intelligence and foresight that sets her apart from many other athletes.
Caitlin Clark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing in quite some
time. And I would say that Caitlin Clark's offseason is creating a lot of buzz for all the right reasons. One of the biggest headlines is her flat-out refusal to switch to Adidas. As we all know, Clark has a $28 million contract with Nike that lasts for 8 years, and that's not just financial security. She's building an entire empire. Nike isn't the only big name in her corner. She's also snagging deals with Gatorade, State Farm, and Gainbridge, all of whom are heavy hitters in the sports marketing industry. These partnerships aren't just for show. They've placed Clark at the forefront of their campaigns, so why would she need to jump ship to Adidas? She's already making a lot of money off the court and is dedicated to changing her community. Clark is out here doing the real work. For example, on October 19, 2024, she attended the Golden Gala for the Pacers Foundation, a significant charity event that supports youth and family services in Indiana. Most players could use their downtime to unwind or work out.
Sure, as well.
Is he one you're coming into the gym with like late night hours or anything like that often?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's always something that we've kind of shared that bond with. I think also having to navigate like when to rest my body and when to get in the gym and do extra shots. But that's definitely something we love, is like coming in here shooting late at nights or having some shooting competitions. It gets a little heated. I definitely outshoot him way more than he outshoots me, but he tries to think otherwise.
And she has no intention of slowing down. She has a speaking engagement at the Women's Leadership Summit scheduled for November 12th, 2024 in Bel Air, Florida. The fact that Clark is a featured speaker at the summit, which is all about empowering women and advancing leadership, speaks volumes about her impact. She is not only a WNBA star, but is also emerging as a role model for upcoming female leaders.
Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
The WNBA has been searching for someone who is just like everyone else and makes a difference. Caitlin Clark has a personal life as well. And guess what? She's in love, yes, with a guy, so no, she's not a lesbian. If you think this is just some background fling, think again. Connor McCaffrey is a big part of her life right now, and he's been helping her find balance, focus, and all that mushy stuff people in relationships seem to get. They've been spotted together at events like the Colts-Steelers game at Lucas Oil Stadium and at Butler's open practices, proving that Clark has a whole life going on off the court. Now get this. Despite how juicy it sounds, this relationship is so low-key that it hardly registers on anyone's radar. While the world is busy hyping her up, McFry is obviously helping her keep calm. For Clark, it's all about support and being grounded, not tabloids twisting things for clicks.
It'll be fun to go to those games. I mean, I love college basketball. Obviously, he's been around it his whole life and really like invested a lot into it. So I think it'll be fun. Give me something to do all throughout the off season as well. Somebody to root for. But it's definitely still go Hawks for sure as well.
In a world where athletes occasionally turn their personal lives into a full-on media circus just for attention, he's providing her with a sense of calm she needs to handle the insane pressure that comes with being one of the most talked about WNBA players. Clark, however, is keeping it real and concentrating on her game without the messy distractions.
Just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
Not to mention how Clark is managing her local fame in Indianapolis, where people love her for being a part of the community rather than just supporting her for her skills. Whether she's at games or hanging out with Butler's basketball team, she's not just some distant superstar. Rather, she's plugged in and genuinely connecting with those around her. That kind of maturity is uncommon, especially for someone her age. But Clark is all about creating something greater than herself. She's a part of the culture, which is making her even more popular with fans.
Make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years.
For years, sports science has emphasized the importance of mental recovery as much as physical fitness, and Clark is obviously listening. She understands that working out year-round doesn't improve you. Rather, it just wears you out, so she's taking some time off to rest. In all honesty, this could be her secret weapon for the upcoming season because by the time she returns to the court, she'll be in a much better frame of mind than the players who spent their entire offseason killing themselves in the gym.
That could be it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, right from the inches away! Oh! Wow.
Oh. And when Clark does want to stay active, she's not doing it with basketball drills. She's been out on the golf course with Lexi, her teammate from the Indiana Fever Golf. You ask, yep, it's the perfect way to unwind while still keeping the competitive edge going. It's low pressure, it's fun. And it lets Clark stay connected with her team without all the stress. Pretty genius, right? Who needs to sweat it out in hardcore training when you can be out on the green having a blast and staying sharp? And speaking of staying grounded, Clark hasn't forgotten where she came from. She's been spending quality time with her family in Iowa during the off-season. Family is everything to her, and reconnecting with her roots is keeping her centered and avoiding the burnout that so many athletes deal with. It's a simple move, but sometimes visiting home is exactly what you need to recharge when everything else feels overwhelming in a career as demanding as professional basketball. It's these little things that keep you going.
I remember getting my first set of golf clubs for one of my birthdays when I was really young. My dad got it for me. It was an all pink bag, all pink clubs, and my dad would always take me when we were younger. I probably started playing golf when I was like 3rd or 4th grade. I mean, I was terrible. I couldn't hit it off the ground.
You must already be aware that the internet is full of juicy rumors, and when it comes to well-known people like Caitlin Clark, people can't help themselves. One of the most outrageous rumors this offseason was that Clark had packed her bags and left for Europe to play in the EuroLeague. Some fans were convinced that she was pulling off the greatest heist by going undercover overseas while still posting in the US as if nothing had happened. It turns out that all of it was just viral bullshit because, let's face it, the facts aren't lying. The EuroLeague season officially began on October 8th, 2024, and if Clark was truly playing secret agent in Europe, she would have a lot of explaining to do. However, on October 19th, she was the center of attention at the Pacers Foundation's Golden Gala in Indiana. While people were making headlines back home by hanging out with basketball royalty and demonstrating her dedication to her community. So yes, timeline check. Sneaky European games did not take place. For those who needed more evidence, Clark's social media was out here sharing the truth, and as these rumors were exploding, she was casually posting on TikTok, showcasing her drive-through adventures, and enjoying relaxed afternoons golfing with friends.
This is good. Do the raspberry dream with vanilla cream instead of coconut cream, please. And then can I do the summer splash also?
Can I get the spring fling with vanilla cream instead of coconut cream? Can I have the beach wave too, please?
She couldn't have been doing double duty on 2 continents unless she had figured out the teleportation code, which, let's face it, would be amazing. If you were wondering if she was traveling back and forth between Europe and the US like some sort of basketball wizard, rest easy and just wait until the next WNBA season. Clark is going to blow it up. If you've made it this far, don't forget to share this video with your basketball team and hit the subscribe button. Her Instagram feed has more of the same pics of her golfing with teammates, going to charity events, and spending time with loved ones.